Hi, my name is Vanisha, and this is going to be a 30-minute flow about finding stillness. So taking the time to exit the mindset of hustle and bustle, to invite a little bit of stillness into your life, to bring some peace to both your mind and your body. So today we will get started in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. So coming to the top of your mat, bringing the soles of your feet to touch, and then leaning back onto the mat. If you have blocks available, feel free to bring some blocks to the outside edges of your thighs to help relieve some pressure off the hips. You can bring your hands down by your side, palms facing up or down to ground. Maybe you close your eyes or soften the gaze here. And just begin to tap into this idea of stillness. Release any thoughts, good or bad, from your mind. And just come to a presence here on your mat in this moment. Notice your breath. Notice if it's fast or if it's slow. Don't try to change it just yet. Just take note. We'll begin to take some community breaths here. Deep inhale in, fill up. Open mouth, exhale out. Again, deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. One more time. Deep breath in. Make this one slow. Feel your low belly expand, your middle belly, your upper belly, your ribs, broaden through your chest, your collarbone. Pause at the top. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, exhale out. On your next inhale, seal your lips. Constrict the back of your throat. And exhale out of your nose for your Ujjayi breath, your breath of fire or victory. And this is what we'll use to flow one breath to one movement throughout the class today. Keeping in mind that if you begin to feel overheated in this breath, exhale out of your mouth to release some of that heat. And finally, my cues to you are merely suggestions, so if your body calls for anything else during this practice, feel free to take that. Inhale, slowly begin to blink your eyes open if you've closed them. And then bring your hands to the outside edge of your thighs and close your legs in like a book. Exhale, bring knees to chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe you rock from side to side. And from here, bring your palms onto your knees. Extend your arms out. And we'll come into some hip circles here. So coming clockwise, begin to roll your knees into a circle. And reverse. Inhale, come to stillness. Cactus or tee out your arms. Inhale here. Exhale, easy twist to the right. Keeping both shoulders planted on the mat, send your gaze over your left shoulder if you'd like. Inhale, bring both knees to center. And exhale, drop both knees over to the left. Again, you can send your gaze over your right shoulder this time if you'd like. Inhale, come center. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself one last hug. And then begin to bring your hands to the backs of your thighs and begin to rock and roll up the length of your mat a couple of times. And we'll meet in a tabletop. Spreading your fingers out wide, grounding into the mat evenly, pressing into your fingertips to avoid crashing into the wrists. Wrists are in line with the shoulders, knees are in line with the hips. Feel free to tuck or untuck your toes here. Inhale, drop your chest. Gaze comes up for cow pose. Exhale, take cat. Gaze comes to your thighs, back arches. Shoulder blades draw apart. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more round. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, come to a neutral tabletop here. And tuck your toes. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Take some time here to bring some movement to your dog. Maybe you bend one knee, straighten the other. Maybe you come up high onto the balls of your feet. Draw your shoulders away from your ears, and then draw your chest toward your thighs. Feel free to bend your knees here. And then slowly lower your heels toward the mat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, begin to take tiny steps to the top of the mat. Bringing your feet hips width distance apart, coming into ragdoll pose. So feel free to bend your knees generously here. Rest your belly onto your thighs and just release your head, your neck, your shoulders down to the mat. Feel free to grab for opposite elbows, maybe sway from side to side. Nod your head yes, and shake your head no to release your neck. Inhale, release your hands down to the mat. Toe heel your feet a little bit closer in. Bend your knees and slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Your head and neck are the last to come up, and we'll meet here in Samastitihi, standing at attention, hands at heart center. Maybe you close your eyes or soften the gaze here, taking this time to set our intention for this class. If you have your own intention, go ahead and set it now. Otherwise, I invite you to adopt my intention of stillness. We'll seal this with one community breath. Deep inhale in. Open mouth, exhale out. Inhale, flutter your eyes open. Exhale, mountain pose, hands down by your side, really grounding into this posture. Lifting up your toes, spreading your toes, grounding your toes into the mat. Lifting up and out of your arches. Drawing your kneecaps up toward your thighs. Activating the core. Drawing your shoulders down and away your ears. And we'll begin to flow here. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Spin the palm of your hands in to face each other. Shoulders down and away. Exhale, grab for your left wrist with your right hand and side bend to the right. Keeping both feet planted evenly into the mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, grab your right wrist with your left hand, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus or goalpost your arms. Send your hips forward, coming into a baby back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees in this first forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Send your hands to your shins or maybe even your thighs. Create a flat back. Gazes down onto the mat to keep the neck long. And then send your weight into the balls of your feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. Maybe rock forward and backward here to warm up the core. Exhale, lower all the way down onto the mat, uncurl your toes. Then ground the tops of your feet into the mat so much so that your knees come off. Inhale here. Exhale, baby cobra. Little to no weight in your hands. Gazes down to keep the neck long. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, release. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, tabletop. And then downward facing dog. We'll flow this one more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. And then take your variation of a vinyasa. So you can take the first variation we took, or you can join me coming down to chaturanga. Inhaling up to cobra or up dog, and roll back to downward facing dog. Holding here. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow or tricep. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. And then begin to rock forward and backward here just to open up the hip. Inhale, come to stillness. Exhale, release the back of the knee, uncurl the toes. And we'll come up for a low lunge, making sure your knee is in line with your ankle. Grab for that right hip and then pull it back, sending that left hip forward. And then you can lean. Inhale, begin to surround the right foot, and then walk the hands back, straightening the front leg for half splits. Coming into a halfway lift first. Exhale, fold over. This can also be done with blocks. Inhale, begin to ground your right foot into the mat. And come back into your low lunge, lifting off your left knee. Coming up into crescent lunge. Feel free to bring your hands to your hips to make sure they're square to the front of the mat. You can bend the back knee to help square, or you can just straighten the back leg, coming up onto the high ball mount of your back foot. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sink deeper into your front leg. Exhale out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Little to no weight in your back hand. Feel free to take a bind. And exhale, straighten your front leg and your back leg. Begin to tick-tock your hips forward and come into triangle pose. Feel free to bring your hands in front of your leg, or you can reach behind if you grab for the floor. You can gaze up to your top hand for a balance challenge. Inhale, reverse triangle, bringing both hips to center. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down, surround your right foot, and take a vinyasa. And we'll do the other side here. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, left leg to left elbow or tricep. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Again, begin to rock forward and backward here a little bit just to open up the hips. Slowly come back to center. Release your right knee to the mat. Uncurl the toes. And come up, low lunge. Making sure your knee is in line with your ankle. And then bring your left hand to your left hip and pull it back, sending that right hip forward. Inhale, begin to surround the left foot and walking your hands back, straightening the front leg. You might need to move it like I do a bit. Come up to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, begin to ground your left foot into the mat. Surround your left foot and come up into low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, crescent lunge. Again, taking those same variations you took on the other side. So if you brought your hands to your hips, if you took a bend, take the same thing here. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sink a little lower in your front leg. Exhale, reverse warrior. Taking the same thing. If you kept your hand long, or if you took a bind. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, come into your triangle pose. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down, surround your left foot, take a vinyasa. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or jump to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to take tree pose now. I'm going to face you so you can see me. So we're going to start on the left side. So pick up your left toes, spread your toes, and then ground them into the mat. Then pick up your left heel and drag it back so you feel grounded into the four corners of your foot. And then from here, you can come into your tree. You can kickstand on the calf. You can hold the calf, or you can come up to the inner thigh. Just avoid the knee. And when you feel stable, feel free to bring your hands to heart center. Find one point of focus for you. Again, if you fall out of it, just get right back in. If you feel stable in your tree and you'd like to take it a step further, maybe you grow your branches. Inhale, bring your right palm to your right knee, and then bring your knee out in front of you. Extend the left leg, right leg, and release, shaking out the left foot. And we'll do the right side here. So pick up your right toes, spread your toes, ground them into the mat. Pick up your right heel and drag it back. Once you feel stable here, begin to find your tree. So maybe you kickstand, maybe you hit the calf, or maybe you come to the inner thigh. And bring your hands to heart center when you're stable. Again, finding that one point of focus, your drishti. And once you feel stable on this side, if you'd like to grow your branches, go ahead. Inhale, reach for your left knee with your left hand, and then bring that left knee in front of you. And then extend the left leg, reach the left arm back up high, hold here, and release, shake out the right foot. And from here, take your feet out, about mats width distance apart, and we'll just slowly lower down onto the mat. You can find a malasana, or you can just lower all the way down with me. Extend your legs out in front of you. Remove the flesh from your sit bones. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slowly release. And slowly roll back up one vertebra at a time. And from here, we'll use our last bit of core effort to slowly lower down. And bring your feet onto the mat, hips width distance apart. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, cross left ankle over right knee. Begin to press into that hip to activate the entire leg here. Flex this left foot to protect the left knee. Inhale here. Exhale, coming into our reverse figure four, reaching for the back of the thigh. And you can keep the leg bent, or you can straighten the right leg. You can also press your left elbow into your left thigh for a little deeper stretch. Take what feels good here. Also feel free to rock from side to side. And slowly begin to release your grip from the back of the thigh. Lower your right foot back into the mat. We'll cactus or tee out the arms here. Inhale. Exhale, drop the right knee and the left foot over to the right for a twist. You can send your gaze over your left shoulder. Thinking about how you can invite these small bites of stillness into your day, into your life. Maybe you take 5 minutes every morning to just sit and be still. How can you incorporate this little nugget of stillness just for you to replenish you? Inhale, bring your legs back to center. And exhale, switch legs. Ground your left foot into the mat. Lift your right leg high, cross right ankle over left knee. Flex the right foot to protect the right knee, and then begin to press into that right hip. Inhale here. Exhale, reach for the back of the left thigh, coming into your reverse figure four. Taking the variation you took on the other side. So if you kept the leg bent or extended or grounded the elbow into the thigh, take that same thing here for balance. Inhale, slowly release your hands and bring the left foot back onto the mat. Cactus or tee out your arms here. And exhale, drop left knee and right foot over to the left. Maybe you send your gaze over your right shoulder. Thinking about how this time we're taking to find stillness here today has changed you. How does your body feel now? How different is it than at the beginning of class? Where's your mind at now? What has shifted internally and externally for you after finding this time for stillness? Inhale, bring both legs back to center, and then release the right foot back onto the mat. Bring your hands down by your side. We're going to take one round of bridge. If wheel is in your practice, feel free to take wheel. Inhale, ground into your feet evenly. Exhale, lift up, bridge pose. If you'd like, you can shimmy your shoulders underneath you and take a bind, grounding the pinky side edge of your hands into the mat. Inhale, lift up to your highest. Exhale, release, slowly lower down into the mat. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug here. Exhale, happy baby pose, grabbing for the inner or outer arches of your feet, your calves, or your thighs. Feel free to take any last-minute movements your body needs before we enter Shavasana. If you're in happy baby, feel free to rock in your happy baby. Or maybe you extend one leg and then the other. And when you're ready, begin to curl up into a tiny little ball. Maybe reach your forehead to your knees, grabbing for opposite wrists or opposite elbows, taking in tiny sips of air here. Exhale, final Shavasana, letting your legs fall out, letting your hands come down by your side, palms facing up to receive, palms facing down to ground. Shimmy your shoulders down underneath you to create a pillow for your heart. Relax your jaw, unfurl your brows, remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth, and rest here. I'll call you out when it's time. Savasana is here for you if you would like to stay. However, if the rest of your day is calling to you, begin to deepen your breath. Begin to send gentle movements to your fingers and your toes. Begin to roll out your wrists and your ankles. Gently nod your head from side to side. And give yourself one nod yes to end on a positive note. When you're ready, begin to press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed or softening your gaze down the bridge of your nose. Feel free to bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, coming into our Sapana Mudra, steeple grip. This brings us positivity and enlightenment. Exhale, drop your thumbs down to third eye center, your seat of intuition, to open up your mind. Bring your hands down in front of your lips, to remind yourself to always speak kind words. Bring your hands down to heart center, to open yourself up to unconditional loving kindness. I hope that this class has left you with a newfound sense of taking the time to find stillness within your day, within your body, within your mind. with the idea that the quieter you become, the more that you are able to hear. So thank you all so much for allowing me to guide your practice today. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be strong, and may you be free.